When you think of cybersecurity, you might picture a hacker in a dark room trying to break through your computer's firewall. While hackers do try to get into healthcare systems, the root cause of them getting access to the information in the first place is often close to home. That's because human error from employees is one of the greatest causes of data breaches across the board. Actions of careless staff members can lead to data ending up in the wrong hands. Hi everyone, I'm Matt Moneypenny, and today I'm going to give you ways that human error can cause hackers to access sensitive data. Before we get started though, make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking the button below. While you're down there, you might as well hit that alert bell icon next to it so that when we post new helpful content, you get notified. The first way that human error causes data to end up with hackers is incorrect access. Employees might give account access or send information to the wrong person. They might have made a typo in an email address or uploaded the wrong file altogether. The recipient might decide to take advantage of this mistake and sell the data that they've been given. But even if the recipient doesn't abuse the data, it could still end up with a hacker. If the recipient's account ever becomes compromised, then the hacker could easily access the information. Sending any unencrypted data, whether it goes through the correct person or not, is a huge risk. Encryption scrambles information and it requires a key to decrypt. That way, if someone without authorization intercepts the data, it's useless to them without the key. But if the data is unencrypted and a hacker intercepts the information or breaks into an account, it's easy for them to steal the information within it. Have you ever shared your Netflix account and password with someone? Actually, you know what? Don't answer that. Just know that if you did this with your organization's accounts, it presents a huge risk. The more people that have access to an account, the more devices and networks that can be compromised. There's a major loss of control, and it's impossible to protect the account from hackers if it's on many devices and across different networks. Phishing attempts are such a common way that human error leads to hackers obtaining data that they shouldn't have. They'll disguise themselves as trustworthy individuals, so employees engage with their malicious emails. They may impersonate a work supervisor, requesting the employee to send protected health information, or they may include links and attachments which, when clicked, allow the hacker to enter the network. Always check the email address from the sender to make sure a hacker isn't impersonating someone that you trust. Don't click any links in an email you weren't expecting or from someone you don't know. Neglecting updates is another easy way that hackers steal sensitive information. Systems and software will occasionally need updates. If they aren't updated, they'll stop working to protect data that you're using them for. There's a reason why software applications send those pesky update available notifications to you. Hackers know that outdated software has vulnerabilities, and they look to exploit this. The longer you wait to make updates, the more likely a hacker will get into the system and steal your data. It's difficult to prevent lost or stolen devices. If they contain PHI and end up in the wrong hands, data will get stolen. But not if you have the appropriate safeguards on devices. You should require a password on your device, sign out of accounts from all devices, change account passwords, and have data encrypted. This way, if your device does end up in the wrong hands, no one else will be able to access its data. When you dispose of data records, they must be cleansed of all information or destroyed so that they're completely unreadable of anyone who obtains it. Even if electronic devices don't turn on, their hard drives could be in perfect condition and full of data that anyone can access. This is why they need to be sanitized of all information within them. And if papers aren't destroyed to the point of being unreadable, an unauthorized person could view them and then abuse the data that is shown on them. Similar to this, if you leave data exposed, anyone without authorization could view or steal the information. Always keep paper records in locked containers or cabinets, and don't leave them lying around out on desks or in exam rooms. Lock all electronic devices when you leave the immediate vicinity of them. Bring your own device policies are a risk for hackers gaining access to systems. They're also more likely to be lost or stolen since they travel between work and home. Hackers can more easily break through device firewalls if they don't have protection and safeguards once they leave company networks. Abusing privilege is difficult to prevent because it's entirely by choice. Some employees look at data out of curiosity and tell others about the information. Sometimes, this is done just because the employee doesn't know that it violates their policy. But other employees might maliciously abuse their privilege. They could sell private information either to make extra money or out of spite against the company. There are so many ways that cybersecurity incidents can occur, yet a lot are just due to human error. Neglecting careless actions can cause information to end up in the wrong hands, sometimes with malicious individuals. It's important that your company has safeguards in place to prevent these and that the employees are trained on how to prevent it themselves with their own actions. If you'd like to learn more information about human error and how it causes cybersecurity incidents, reach out to eTactics. And you already made it this far into the video, so you might as well like it, share it, and comment below.